I feel nauseous, believe me. Never had a lot of shit come easy. Had to work hard, struggle just to be me. Had to rise up just so they could see me. Did what I had to do just to feed me. And what was left over I put towards my dreaming. But the only thing in life that has meaning are the things you gotta work for, believe me. Take into your hands a plan. Your own hands can land your own brand. And damn, I feel like no one takes accountability. They want the credibility, convincingly unwilling to put in the hours it takes to get some power. Don't be f***ing sour. Take a cold shower. Scream until you're louder. Work until you're prouder. And f*** all the doubters, they're just your downers. I swear to God they all let me down. I always fought just to wear the crown. I'm off at these fucking clowns who were all taught they deserve an ounce. It's only worth it if you work for it. It's only worth it if you work for it. I won't stop till they hear me now. I won't stop till I wear the crown. I'm just telling you to fight for your dreams, but it's not what it seems. Man, it's hard to be seen when everybody wants to be king. Yeah, they all wanna ring, yeah, we all wanna be free. So show me what you got, what you bring, how you fight in the ring, how you take a fucking swing. Do you got heart, are you mean? Got some scars, got some needs, are you willing to go bleed? I swear to God they all let me down. I always fought just to wear the crown. I'm off at these fucking clowns who were all taught they deserve an ounce. It's only worth it if you work for it. It's only worth it if you work for it. I won't stop till they hear me now. I won't stop till I wear the crown. I swear to God they all let me down. I always fought just to wear the crown. I'm off at these fucking clowns who were all taught they deserve an ounce. It's only worth it if you work for it. It's only worth it if you work for it. I won't stop till they hear me now. I won't stop till I wear the crown.
One by one, billion by billion, been holding up half the Welcome back to the channel, guys. My name is Gene. You guys are watching Lubed for May the 6th, 2024. This is season 3, episode 73. The Oilers close out the Los Angeles Kings, and now it's us versus them. That's right. The Edmonton Oilers are taking on the Vancouver Canucks, the first time that they played against each other in a playoff series since 1992. Long time. Very long time. So on this episode, I got hopefully Sammy kicking in here. He just kind of kicked out on my one graph here. I'm hoping he's going to be on for Sammy's take, since he's a huge Vancouver Canucks fan. Plus, I got to do the recap of the LA Kings Edmonton Oilers game that happened, a long time ago, but I still got to do that. And I'll do a quick recap. Also, a quick preview of the Edmonton Oilers versus the Canucks, a little statistical breakdown. I got a new poll question and some results for you guys. And again, Sammy's take, and then final thoughts. And it should be a doozy. So let's dive into it. Let's start off with the game that happened a little while ago, as the Edmonton Oilers took on the Los Angeles Kings and actually defeated them in 5 games this time. So the first series that they played like 3 years ago, it took 7 games. The next year it was 6 games. This year it was 5 games. So you could see a little bit of improvement. And the best thing that could happen for the Edmonton Oilers is the rest, I hope. That could also hurt them if they rest. But yeah, the schedule's been kind of really wonky too, as they will start their series on Wednesday. So basically they're off for a full week, but at least it allows them kind of to mend up and get ready for this next series. So let's dive into the Edmonton Oilers, the Los Angeles Kings, for the results here, as it was a 4-3 victory that closed out this series in 5 games. The LA Kings only managed to win 1 game. And the scoring started off with Evander Kane, his second of the playoffs, from Brett Kulak and Ryan Nugent-Hopkins. We have a 1-0 game. The LA Kings would rally and tie it at 1932 of the first period. Alex Lafreniere, assisted by Vladimir Gabrikov and Matt Roy. The Oilers would take a 2-0 lead, or no, the Kings would take a 2-0 lead here. And by the way, that goal the last goal was a fluky bounce off of the stanchion that went straight out in front of Skinner. He had no chance on it. Then Blake Lizotte would make it 2-1 from Victor Arvidsson and Andreas Englund. And at this point in time, I'm actually kind of worried. I'm thinking, this isn't looking good for the Oil. But Leon Draisaitl would get his 4th of the year on the power play from Connor McDavid and Evan Bouchard. Now, I think the biggest factor of this game was the power plays. LA were issued a lot. They were very undisciplined, and it really costed them as they gave up. I think it was something like 6. I'm not exactly sure, but we'll go over that shortly. And then Leon Draisaitl would get his 2nd of the night. This would now be his 5th at 12:21. Connor McDavid, his 11th assist. And Evan Bouchard, we have a 3-3 game here. It was 3-2. Sorry, I didn't change that graphic. It was actually 3-2. The score ended up being 4-2 for the Edmonton Oilers, as Zach Hyman would get his 7th from Ryan Nugent-Hopkins and Evan Bouchard. And that is your series winner There was a bit of a goof up there on my graphic. I apologize, guys. Adrian Kemp did make it 4-3 at this point in time, but it was not enough. And that closes out the series between the Edmonton Oilers and the Los Angeles Kings. Yeah, it was definitely interesting, and I'll tell you what, I really gained a little bit of respect for Drew Doughty in this, as he was very sincere about, when they were going through the lineup and doing their handshakes, he was like very sincere and giving the Oilers a good pat on the chest, saying, "Hey, good luck, can continue on, carry on." It was no ill will there. It was very professional. So I do have a little bit of respect for him. As far as the statistical breakdown goes, the shots on goal were 26-21 for the Los Angeles Kings. So they led in that area. When it came to the hits, 57-28 for the Kings. Now, this I was not very, very impressed with. That's 2-1 as far as the hits go. That's not acceptable. Oilers have got to wake up on that department and hit a little bit more, especially against a team like Vancouver, because Vancouver have a lot of offensive power. And again, I can't wait to get Sammy involved and talk to him about it. Face-off win percentage, again, the Kings actually were pretty good on the dot. Like, a lot of the statistical aspects of this game went in favor of the Kings, but it's the power plays that killed them in this game. As the Edmonton Oilers were only 1 for 5, but I think it just constantly made them chase and made them chase and made them chase. It was only 20% power play for Edmonton, but they were tiring out their players. And I think that's the biggest factor of it. Whereas the Oilers were 2 for 2 on the penalty kill. LA only gained 2 power plays. Like, Edmonton was playing very disciplined hockey. You got to call it what it is. I think that special teams was the factor. Blocked shots. This is something that I was pretty impressed with the Oilers, as they blocked 22 of the 12 shots. This one, oops, wrong button. That one. Very impressed with that stat. Usually they're on the down and out when it comes to that stat. Takeaways, 13-2 for the Edmonton Oilers. That's pretty big too. And then the giveaways were 9-4 for the Oilers. My stars for this one, got to pick Zach Hyman. He had 1 goal. He was a +2. He had 3 hits. My second star for this one, Evan Bouchard, 3 assists. And of course, my first star goes to Leo with the 2 goals out of the game. So a very good effort on the Edmonton Oilers in this game. I can't complain about this team, and I'm pumped. I'm so pumped for Wednesday night, and I'm sure Sammy is too, as I will be bringing him on pretty quick. Okay, let's dive into my preview of the Canucks series that is up upon us. Okay, so this is huge, man. The last time these guys met was 1992, and I'm going to give you the results of that series. The Oilers end up winning that series 4-2. It was May 3rd with a 4-3 overtime win for the Edmonton Oilers, taking game 1. Taking game 1. Then the Canucks would win 4-0 in game 2. However, would lose games 3 and games 4 on May 6th and May 8th of that year, 5-2 and a 3-2. Canucks would rally on a 4-3 win on May 10th. However, would lose the series in a 3-0 shutout back in 1992. And that was the last time these guys played. That was the last time these guys met in a playoff series. So it's quite nice to see them reunite in a playoff series. And I'm just hoping it's a similar result as it was back in 1992. Sammy will attest on a different thing. So let's look at the season series. Okay, so we all know the Canucks swept the Oilers this year. We know that, okay? However, 3 of those 4 games was under the coaching of Woodcroft. Yeah, I know the Canuck fans are saying yada, yada, yada. But listen to this, okay? So it was under Woodcroft. Oilers were really, really not in a good frame of mind. Their confidence level sucked. They didn't have Corey Perry. They didn't have Adam Henrique. They didn't have Karich. So there was a lot of stuff, pieces that it's a lot different. Now you can say, well, they still played back in April where the Edmonton Oilers defeated the Los Angeles Kings. That was a close game, though. That was a very close game. That I'll admit to the Canucks fans out there, I'll admit, you got something there because they did sweep us. At the end of the day, they did sweep us and they did outscore us 21-7. But when I look at some of the statistical breakdowns that are comparable notes, the Edmonton Oilers have a better top speed. They're better on the speed bursts, shots on goal. They average more, and their shooting percentage is quite a bit more. Canucks, their skating distance is one thing that's a huge plus for them. Obviously, they have, you would think, more cardio in that case, and their shot speed is actually higher, which that kind of surprised me when I saw that, considering Evan Bouchard bombs them at about 95 miles an hour. So we'll see. We'll see as far as that goes. The majority of the goals that the Canucks seem to muster up is, if you can look at that one graph there, it's on the left side at the blue line to the center, and you can tell that that's Hughes. That's Quinn Hughes all the way, man. Quinn Hughes, 100%, the best defenseman in this series, 100%. He's better than Bouchard. Like, I'm not gonna try to find an arguing point for Bouchard. He's a better defenseman. But the question is, who has the better all-round team? And I guess we're gonna find out in about 2 weeks or less when this takes on. But yeah, can't say enough. All right, guys. Let's go to the latest poll question, as it's a new one, and I also have the results for a previous one here. Let's get into that. My new question for you guys. You'll have to scan that QR code. What is your prediction for the series outcome and length? Scan that QR code. There is 4 options. Basically, it's Oilers in 4 or 5. Or 6 or 7, and Vancouver in 4 or 5 or 6 or 7. So basically, that's the take on it. Feel free to scan. As far as the previous poll question I had is, if the Edmonton Oilers make the Cup final and win it, who would you consider the Conn Smythe winner, excluding McDavid and Draisaitl? And 60% of you guys said Zach Hyman, 20% said Evan Bouchard, and also 13% said Stuart Skinner and Dylan Holloway at 7%. Those were the only options. I should have actually put Evander Kane into the options. I do apologize. I bet you he would have been a little bit higher ranked than Dylan Holloway. But I did like the body of work of Dylan Holloway thus far this playoff year. Okay, let's bring in the Sam Master, I think, and hopefully he hasn't cut out on me. Sammy, are you there? He's not there. Uh-oh, that's not good. He's not there. Let me, yeah. Let's see. He's going to try to log back in here in a moment. I might have to take that one off. I'm going to remove that from scenes. So we're waiting to see Sammy log back in here. Once he logs back in, I will talk to you. I guess in the meantime, I will answer some of your questions and comments here. Renegade Man. If the Oilers aren't smart, they'll capitalize on Demko's being injured. Is Demko even playing though? Like I still haven't heard confirmation. Okay, I think there's Sammy. Okay,
Well,
I'll get back to that question there right away, Renegade Man. Let me just trim Sammy up here and make him fit in here. Somehow we lost him, but we got him back.
don't know what happened. Don't know what happened.
Don't know what happened. That's the internet. At least we were able to recoup there, Sammy.
Yep.
I will get back to your questions, guys, shortly. But Sammy, I want your take, man. Are you pumped?
Of course. How can you not be?
Oh, yeah, for sure. For sure. This is the first time, man, since 1992. First time. It's crazy when you think about it.
No.
So, Sammy, who are you rooting for?
I don't know. Haven't decided yet.
Okay. I kind of think you're lying to me, but anyway, this is going to be good, Sammy. This is going to be really, really good. I just want to try to get that one graphic up here. Is this the one? Yeah, this is the one graphic. Yeah. So the last time they played was in 1992. The Oilers defeated the Canucks in 6 games. Huge. Like, that was huge back then. In 1992, that was when the Edmonton Oilers were starting on their decline, okay? Because if you remember, the last cup they had was in 1990. And then from there, 1992, and then I think we had a couple decent series against Dallas. We had Dallas a lot. I remember that. And Dallas would kick our ass, kind of like the way the Edmonton Oilers are kicking the ass of the LA Kings. So, what are your takes about this? What are you excited to watch?
I mean, it's an all-Canadian matchup, so how can you not be excited for that, for one thing? Anytime 2 Canadian teams play each other in the playoffs, it's always electric. It's always very physical. It's always very fun to watch. The atmosphere is always fantastic. So, of course, there's
Oh, no. Don't tell me. Don't tell me.
that.
Oh,
I'm
okay.
just
We're
happy
good.
to be here.
Yeah,
Overall, genuinely, I'm just happy to be here.
You did cut out for a bit there, Sammy. So I'm
did I?
Yeah, but
No.
you know what? The thing is with this software, it does little things and it kind of throws me off a little bit, but then it actually comes out right when it's live.
Well,
yeah, I'm excited to see, like, Vancouver's improved. Vancouver has definitely improved. They're the team that this team should have been this 5 or 6 years ago. If they would have listened to who was the GM back in the day? Trevor Linden.
He was the president.
Yeah. And if they would have said, look, we got to do a rebuild, screw the retool, and they would have been good. But you never know. Quinn Hughes is a massive factor. Brock Besser and TJ Miller are looking pretty good from what I've saw so far. And the one thing that is the intangible, and I hear this a lot from my guys at work, or the one guy at work I talk to, Blair, he doesn't have that much faith in Skinner, but I had to remind him today that Skinner did break Grant Fear's records early in the season. So I'm looking forward to it. Sammy, we're going to play this little game, 1-word game, okay? We're going to do maybe 5 rounds, okay? But I want to know in 1 word why the Canucks are going to win.
Defense.
Okay. McDavid.
Physicality. Cheating.
Good one.
You cheater.
Yes. Okay, we'll go 6 rounds.
Oh boy. Not necessarily one word, but if healthy, Demko.
Okay. Knobloch.
Talk it.
No, here you go. Okay.
But I didn't say the same thing. That's technically something
Leon
different.
Draisaitl.
Quinn Hughes.
Bouchard.
JT Miller.
Okay. Well, we'll see what happens there, Sammy. Awesome to have you aboard there, Sammy. I could tell you're pumped. We are in the process of rejuvenating NHL Aftermath. I do hope to bring it back. I just got to do a little bit more because we are just not gaining subscriber counts. So I got to fix it. But Sammy, I hope to have you aboard for more of these. Maybe, you know what? Maybe we'll do a live game one day. But
maybe.
we obviously can't have the audio playing on the thing. So we'll have to have headphones in for the game, and then we can kind of have our reaction. Maybe that would be a good idea. But thanks for joining us, Sammy. I'm not going to say it, man. I'm not going to say good luck, man. I'm not going to say it.
Oh, come on. Good luck.
Cannot do it there, buddy. I can't do it.
Good luck.
Okay, Sammy.
Come on.
Thanks for joining in, man.
Yeah, for sure.
Oh, yeah. Okay, guys. Let's go into the final thoughts. And this is where I'll answer your questions. And I'm probably going to go back to a few of the ones that you guys answered earlier. Okay. So for comments, Renegade Man, let's bring that comment back up again. If the Oilers are smart, they'll capitalize on Demko being injured. If Demko's playing, he's probably not injured. And regardless, that third stringer, I forgot what Silvers or Civil. I don't know. I should have had Sammy in. He's pretty good, man. He looked pretty good. So goaltending's not an issue with Vancouver at all. I'm more concerned about our goaltending going into this series. 54 years and still no cup for the Canucks. They have more Stanley Cup riots than actual cups. Yeah, but let's not motivate them, Renegade Man, because that's all you're doing is fueling the fire. If I'll be honest with you, Renegade Man, if they defeat the Edmonton Oilers in this series, I am going to be rooting for the Canucks. I'm not going to buy flags like I have on my car right now, but I will root for the Vancouver Canucks. I promise Sammy, I have to do that for Sammy. As you know, I still want a Canadian team. And the sad thing is, after this series, there's only one Canadian team left because Toronto, they bid it against Boston. As Boston is currently playing the Panthers. I don't know what the score is right now. I'm going to get back into that real quick. And I am with you, Renegade Man. I'm so happy, especially Vegas. I'm so happy they are out. Toronto, not as much as Vegas. I am happy Toronto's out, but the fact that they are a Canadian team, I need to see a Canadian team end this goddamn streak of 31, 32 years of no cup. It was the Montreal Canadiens since in 1993. The Montreal Canadiens in 1993. Most of you guys were probably not born in that time who are watching, that won the last Canadian Stanley Cup. So, yeah. So, thanks for chiming in, you guys. I do appreciate it. Sammy, as always, a pleasure to have you aboard. If you guys are witnessing the channel for the very first time and like the content that I bring, feel free to hit that like, share, and subscribe button. You'll be doing me a massive service. It's playoff time, baby. It's playoff time. Let's go, Oilers, man. Let's go. All right, guys. I will be back on Thursday with a Game 1 recap and a Game 2 preview. We'll see you soon. Rock on, baby.